Hello everyone, I welcome all of you to this particular video. In this video, we'll study the coding part of the series that we are continuing, that is complete machine learning course. So whatever theories that we have been studied by now we will see the practical code of those. So without further delay, let's get started and see you all over the screen. And before going a screen, I request you all that please like and subscribe so that uh, those are the motivations for me. So please do like and subscribe. Now see you on this screen. So let's start the coding part of it. And I welcome all of you to this on this Google Colab. So here we will study the coding part. We have seen lots of theories, but now we will study the coding. I'm not teaching you the syntax of every code. Instead, since nowadays syntax is less important. Now you have ChatGPT, Cloud or Gemini. You can you can use those tools for writing the syntax in a very simple way or easy way. So more focus will be the theory behind every code rather than syntax of code. Here we will use the pandas. So so basically so basically this pandas library syntax may be hard for you to understand, so but I will give you the techniques how you can study by backtracking of every code and finding everything and understanding every syntax or every part of the code. So I will tell you how to understand this index, and I'll teach you the theory. I will connect the theories that we have been studying, that theory that we studied uh, when we were learning the theories. So I'll connect those theories with the code. So without further delaying, let's get started. So first part we are doing uh, importing few of the libraries. So just forget it. What are the libraries we are importing? So we are importing few libraries, and so let's move on. Let's let's first see the data source. I downloaded the dataset from this source. You can just click on it and go to this link. So this is the data that I am using. Don't worry, I'll give you the Google Colab Notebook as well. So you don't need to remember where the data is. I'll give you the Google Colab, entire Google Colab as it is. So this is the code I copied and downloaded the data. So I downloaded the data from the Google Colab, sorry, from the Kaggle, this source. This is the source from where I downloaded the data. So let's move on to the code. So now let's do what we are doing. I'm reading the using the pandas. I'm reading the file. So pd.read csv. What is the part that join? What is it doing? That it's basically our data stored at this path. If you go above, if you go above and then file on it, see this is the path where our data gets stored, and then what we are doing inside at this path, I'm finding out the exact data set which is review.csv and reading the pd.read.csv, reading the data, and we are continuing. Yeah, that's it. So look, if you don't understand anything else, so what would I suggest? So just copy it. You can play with the part of the code as well. What you can do, you can do very simple thing. Let's say I added part of code. So so this is how I studied. I copied this and then I pasted it over here, and you can see what this line of code we're doing. So at this path it joined review.csv. So this was what this line of code is doing. Then what will I do? Then and then at that part I'm reading the data from that source. So this was what I was doing and nothing else, and then printing few of the data. And here we have reviews. This is the reviews that we are gonna use for this job. Let's see what the objective is. First, let's see the data set. So we have we have these many rows and these many columns, and also we have, so with data shape you can know the rows and columns, how many number of columns, how many number of rows. If you don't know this syntax, you can just ask chat, you can just go chat gpt and ask, we have pandas data, you can give this, you can guess this, we have read the data using this code, then give me the shape of the code. So chat gpt will give you the shape. So the most theories to understand, you need to understand the theories. Nowadays you don't need to remember syntax or understand. Uh, yeah, of course you need to understand the syntax, but you don't need to remember the syntax exact same to say. If you're remembering it, that's fine. But for me, I'm more kind of theoretical guy, so I'd like to understand the theories behind it. No, so we got the little bit. So now what we are doing, I'm trying to know about the data. So let's come back. So then this we have data.info, which tells lots of information about what the data exactly is. Like here you can see, we have these many number of rows. Index will be from this to this, and what we are having the columns, ID column, power, product ID columns. So these are the columns. This is the most useful columns that we will use. And how many these, like text having none null values, I mean these are the total number of rows out of all having not null values. None null means no, not null. Got it? Means there is values, there is not like that there is no values. So that's none null means. So now let's move on. If you don't understand still yet, so just go and ask the what is none null, so to chat gpt. So now what's our objective is, given a review, determine whether review is positive, rating 4 or 5, or negative 1 or 2. So this is our the most objective. So basically we have text, like if you go to Amazon websites, then you will see their reviews, and some of the reviews are positive and some of them are negative. So 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 what we will do that, we will train a model that will tell you that whether this review is positive reviews, I mean good response, these reviews are bad response. So this is what we are going to make a model into. Uh, so so this is where we are going towards. So let's see the next. So what about, you talked about 4 or 5, you talked about 4 or 5, 1 or 2, but what about 3? So what we'll do, 3 is the neutral. So what we will do, we'll drop the threes. So this code is what doing, just dropping it. Again, if you wants to understand exactly each part of the, if you are facing difficulties in understanding the code, so here it's nothing, that what we are doing is, data score is not equal to 3, it will give a boolean values whether it's 3 or not 3. Where it will be not 3, that will be true, others where will be false. And then we are taking all of those where not equal 3. So we are skipping all those data where the score was 3, and only taking those data where score was not 3. So this is what this code is doing and nothing else. uh, so let's do little bit pre-processing of the data. So let's do some data analysis or exploratory data analysis. So what we are doing here, we are checking the data duplication. What it's saying there, First, the same user at the same time can't review with the same text on different products. But looking below, we can say that is the case. Since look at user ID this one below. So I understood what this line of code saying is you that you know a user at the same time can't review uh, I mean a user at the same time can't review the same text. So if user time text all are same, and we are seeing and we are seeing, just look at the user, this one user, just see user this and this one, same user ID, same time, and exactly same text. Look, for Amazon it's true, like it's not any kind of bug, because if you will see the product, so you basically, if you look at the Amazon website, so what Amazon do is that just kind of different kind of flavor in the product, they categorize, they consider the same product, and all of those reviews are for the I mean those reviews are same for that particular product. So basically I mean is that, let's say you wants to buy a smartphone, so a smartphone with color blue or black will will have the same text, and for Amazon it's good, but for our case it's not good, because there is no point of having duplicate data or duplicate text, since our main job is to find out which one is negative and which one is positive reviews, and training on same data is not useful, because all we took the text. So so there shouldn't be any duplication for our use case. For Amazon it's good, but not for ours. So this line is what doing is first given you, it shows those users who is having the duplicates, like, so what we are doing, data or duplicate user ID time text. So we filter out, this user ID time text, who whatever having duplicate, just give me those, wherever there will be, so that will be true, otherwise will be false, and then we apply data on it, and then we sort the values on user ID and time, and then we took the top 5, and this is the top 5. So so it's talking about the same, it's not the error. Now let's drop those duplicate. So what we are doing, just drop those duplicates. Here we are having time, text, profile name, user ID similar. So just drop the duplicates. So let's run this code, and then this code, and then what's after dropping data, we are checking that how many of those data, what percentage of data we are left with. So this code is what it's checking, what percent of data we are left with. If you'll understand it yourself, it's very straight clear, you will know it. Look, if you are failing to understand the code, you can just chat GPT all of this and explain. Ask for answer, because if I'll go to in detail explanation of every line of code, then it will be the hours of videos. Instead, I will share the Google Colab, and then later you can ask to chat GPT exactly if you understand finding hard to understand the code. Also, one thing is helpfulness numerator, it can't be greater than helpfulness denominator. What is helpfulness numerator? Basically, it's I mean, how many users find the product, how many users find out that this review is helpful for them. It's the helpfulness denominator. And denominator is uh, how many users voted, whether it's helpful or not helpful. So of course, total from the total and partial things can't be greater than the total. So that's it. Then what we are doing? We are computing the levels greater than 3. It's a straightforward code. And then we are checking. Here you can see. Let's see. This is the important thing. If you'll see it from this code, uh, just look at the buy. Ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000 lakhs, 3 lakhs, and it's only 57,000. So there is huge gap between the level 1 and 0. So basically, the positive reviews are a lot than the negative reviews, and this will create the problem for us. Why this will create the problem? Because later we will study in detail about it. But for now, just think of the problem is that a simple just understand what will be the problem. In detail, we will study about how does it create the problem. For now, just think that if we have unbalanced data, then what we will do, your model will learn in a way that mostly for positive it will work very well, but for negative it will also it will fail it will fail in a lot of the cases because we are having the imbalanced data. So that's why it's not good for the model. So that's why we do something called term undersampling. Undersampling is basically a term which is used for balancing the data. So here the same thing we are doing, we are balancing, working for the balanced data. So this line of code is for balancing the data. First one is positive, taking the positive, then negative, and then it's it's very straightforward. So hopefully you will understand. Random state, if you are confused with what is random state and all, basically random state what it does is it makes the things I mean we are doing the sampling that happens randomly. If you don't use random state, then next time when you will run, the things will get changed, new things will come. But random state equal to 42, when you will have all the time you will get the same kind of data. So that's what random state does. Now after balancing, see, both are having equal number of data. Now X becomes balanced data. We are just taking texts because that will be the useful. Applied it, lowered the case, lowered and by this one. Here we are doing decontracted. What means lots of code you will see I mean lots of text will be like contains things like won't, can't. So I'm just contracting it, or you can say decontracting it, not contracting. We are decontracting it. So won't will come, will not, can't become, cannot. So because in short term for us model don't works well with the contracted form of the word. Then we had already the stopwords. What is stopwords? I already taught you in the video. So if you don't know what is stopwords, just go and watch the videos of stopword. And we are taking all these stopwords and we are removing these three, which is not, nor, and no. Why? Because these are important. these are important stop, but this change the meaning entirely. Like I am not happy, and then another one is I am not happy with this product. I am happy. If you remove the not, what will become? Let's see. I am not happy, and then I am happy. Like if you remove these stop words, you will consider not as the stop words, the meaning entirely will be changed. Here I am not happy, it's negative. If you remove that as stop, it will become positive. So that's why we are excluding those stop words like not, nor, no, because we are doing sentiment analysis. What reviews are positive, what reviews are no negative, and for that use case, it's necessary to have those not, nor, or no. Again, we are using beautiful soup, and we are removing the so we are removing here. Let's go on by one. Comment says all clearly, removing all URLs since they are not useful for classification. So you know URLs are not useful for our jobs, for our sentiment jobs. So we are removing the URLs here over here, and we are removing the HTML or XML text using this code, because HTML tag is also not useful. Also applying the contracted, and also here removing those words which contains the numbers, like word 2. So this word contains the number, so we are removing these words because these are not useful in the sentiment analysis. And then final what we are doing, we are removing these stop words. We are having only those words which is not in these stop words, and everything else whatever will be stop words will be removed. We already taught you that why stop words is not useful, so please go back and watch the videos of stop words. Why do we remove stop words? Then we are applying this stemming. So what is stemming? I already told you that inflected form of word will get into their root form, that is word stem. Like studies, studies will get reduced to study. Stud, study will also get reduced to study, because study is their root form word or stem, word stem. So it gets reduced to study because these two contains the similar meanings. So that's why we reduced this to their root form. And for more details about what is stop words, you can go and study about the stop words. What is this PNKT? PNKT or PNKT tab? Basically, it's a you can say a pre-trained model, you can say, uh, which do the job for us for removing the for putting these words to their stem word, for to their word stem. So this is what used for, and this too is the pre-trained, and here we are doing the and here we are due to some glitch there wasn't cut in the recording. So now let's get started. So we were starting the let's see. So what we downloaded these two, which is you can say pre-trained stemming libraries, which is of NLTK, and here we have what we are using in from NLTK. We are using port porter stemmer. There are lots of stemming libraries. I mean NLTK contains lots of different kind of, but we are using one of the popular one, porter stemmer. So we are initializing over here. And then what we are doing, we are first converting into tokens. NLTK dot word tokenizer said like I am happy will become like this. I am happy. So this will be like this, and then after it, what we are doing, we are taking each token and then putting it of its stem word stem, or you can say stem word, and then we are joining all of those stem word sentences. And for basically you can say for using all of those word stem, we are forming a sentence by joining with the white space. And let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. And let's apply this stemming. It will take little time. So and here you can see a sentence. I am printing an example of it. A sentence which get back to their word stem, and this is the sentence. This is the one of the example. Like see Bristol without drip, maybe dripping become drip. So these are the sentences formed using their word stem. So this is it for this video, and I hope you find this video informative. Uh, if you have any question or any suggestion, put it down in the comment section, and please like and subscribe the videos so that I kind of improve my setup itself. Right now, like your support will be really very much helpful for me. So do like, do subscribe, share it among your friends, and if you have any kind of query or suggestion, put it down in the comment section. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.